Hey guys, it's me, Beckoning Count, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be playing Mono Red Aggro in traditional standard ranked. So I'm having so much fun with this deck at the moment. It's just so aggressive, so quick, and it just gets the opponents killed very quickly. It doesn't matter what I'm playing against, whether it be Jeskai Fires, Jund Food, all of them. So what I've done since the last video I did on Mono Red is I've taken out the Skewer the Critics and I've added in Experimental Frenzy. Now, they're really nice because what happens is with Runaway Steamkin, I can just build up loads of mana with Experimental Frenzy and basically just flood the board out with all of my small spells. And it can also help when I'm lower on mana because it only plays 21 lands to help me reach Torbram. Light Up the Stage is also nice with Runaway Steamkin, along with all of my other 1 mana spells, such as Fervent Champion, Scorched Bitter, Shock, and the Adventure ability on Rimrock Knight. That is also really nice to help towards getting free counters on the Runaway Steamkin, and just to help me start just putting everything out on the board. So in my sideboard, I have Embereth Shieldbreaker. That's just for artifact decks, as you can see with the adventure cost. 1 mana, destroy an artifact. So, say Witch's Oven, that's really nice against that. Friar's also good. It kills it kills the 2 Cavaliers, so Cavalier of Gales and the white one. I can't really remember the name. I haven't actually used it. Lava Coil is also nice as an exile, so certain cards which can have abilities from a graveyard just to get rid of them, and also not many creatures have above 4 toughness in the meta at the moment. Chandra Acolyte of Flame is there for if I want to have a more aggressive run. Tybalt Rakish Instigator, so if I'm playing against a life gain deck or a sacrifice deck, because those 1/1 Red Devil tokens against, even in the mirror, because for me, having one of those die, if I play against it, that's a 2 for 1 basically. It blocks, say, my Scorch Spitter, kills it, and then it deals 1 damage to a Fervent Champion, which really isn't ideal. And then there's also Torbrand for when I need to deal a lot more damage in the matchup. This is nice, we're on the play with this hand. We'll keep this. So we've got the Rimrock Knight, we've got the Light Up Stage, Experimental Frenzy. We will need to draw into a few more cards, but we've kind of got the base hand which we can need to build upon. At the moment, Teferi, maybe he's playing the blue-white control deck. Fabled Passage, that's nice. He's not going to be able to play anything in response to my Rimrock Knight. Let's just slam that down. And so next turn I will I'll swing in with a Rimrock Knight, light up the stage. That is if he doesn't get a white mana, maybe then a blue and Brazen Borrower, or a red mana and maybe use the adventure ability on Bone Crusher Giant to get rid of it, or shock it, or... Okay, so he's got the red mana, so it might be that a Bone Crusher Giant's coming its way, at which point it's pretty sad. We just got to light up the stage for 3 mana. Okay, he's only got 1 mana. Okay, it's a Witch's Oven. Okay, so we'll be able to use some of those sideboard cards like I said about earlier. So the Embereth Shieldbreaker and also Tybalt. Alright, this is nice. Let's just light up the stage. Get a few cards and then Steamkin. That's easy. Next turn it'll be a Scorched Bitter Slaying Fire. He'll probably play a Mayhem Devil, I would assume. Okay, Midnight Reaper. That's nice because it means he can't get rid of my Runaway Steamkin. So let's play Scorched Bitter. That's nice. And what I'll actually do here is I'll play it a little bit differently. Because I've got 3 mana left open, I could Boulder Rush, pump this, get more counters on it, play another Rimrock Knight. So I'm just flooding out here. And then I can remove these counters to kill the Midnight Reaper. So next turn what I can do is I can play my Experimental Frenzy with little else in hand. Okay, so it gets his blue token. That's good from my end. So I deal 7 points of damage, hit him down to 9. Next turn I've got 3, 6, 8, 10 damage, 11 damage coming through. So he's sacking that now, which makes me think that he doesn't have a Mayhem Devil in hand. He might have a Rankle. If he does have a Rankle, that's no big deal. He can sack it to kill one of mine. I'll kill the Scorched Bitter. Still leaves me with lethal next turn. Maybe Flame Sweep kills my board here and I'm not in a good position. But because of the nature of his deck, with him having a load of low toughness creatures, I wouldn't expect him to play either. What's coming up? Maybe he's just got a load of dead cards. I can't see him surviving this game. We'll just have to see. So he can gain 3 life off the food. He might have another creature for the witch. Say if he plays... Right, it's a fires deck. Rakdos Fires. I haven't actually played against this deck before. It's a bit of a weird one. Stormfist Crusader. Alright, okay. So we've pretty much won the game here. He's got to block one of my... So I'm presenting 8 damage here. Let's just see what's on top though. Alright, so land on top. Full swing. He's got to block one of my 3 toughness creatures or else he dies. Otherwise I leave him on 1 health. He can play 2 spells next turn, whatever he's got. Next turn I can come in for 5. I can swing in for 8 points of damage at the very least. Stormfist Crusader. Okay, he can sack the food, get up to 4. Next turn he'll have to block. Okay, let's play a land off the top. That sucks. So, let me think. If I swing in for... I'm not going to swing in with anything this turn. That was probably a misplay actually. I could have swung in with stuff to get through. It's just those things which you think of really that just aren't beneficial. Alright, so if I was in this guy's position, I would sacrifice the Midnight Reaper here, because he's going to get more card draw off of that Stormfist Crusader anyway. So he'll sack the food token here, get himself up to 6 life. Nice. That's to end turn. See, that was probably a misplay from my end. Not full swinging, but then he could just kill my board and he would still be left with playable. So he can potentially gain himself up to 8 lives because he sacks the Midnight Reaper, taking 1 life. Okay, and just discard any number of... That's fine. I just need to get anything other than lands off the top pretty much. If I can swing in, get loads of stuff. Let's see, have a look, see what he put in the bin here. So he put in another Fires of Invention and a Stormfist Crusader. There's a Bontu. Jesus Christ, this guy's really... He's really up there. Sacrifice any number of permanents to draw out many cards. Hopefully he sacrifices his entire board to draw 5 cards. I can't really see him doing that. I think I would take 2 damage off of a Cavalier of Flame. 3 damage actually, but what if he sacks it? What I'll probably do is sacrifice a Midnight Reaper, take a damage, draw 2 cards, get himself up to 5. Bontu's nice because when you sack it, you'll put it... Is it 3 cards from the top? Yeah, 3 from the top. What I'm actually going to do later on, it'll probably be Wednesday at 9, so I'm uploading every Sunday at 9 and Wednesday at 9. So if you subscribe, not to miss out on any of that, at Wednesday night I'll release a deck tech for this deck I'm playing against now. Okay, he gives all of his stuff haste. Now what I want him to do is just swing with everything. Creatures get +1/+0 and haste. So that's 7, 13, 17. 13, 17, okay. That's fine, because basically if I don't block anything here, he'll win. So that, okay, so that's 13 damage. He's played both of his spells this turn, so he can't do anything else. So pass to blockers and no blocks, because I need to swing in with everything I can next turn. Yeah, so pump that up to 8-7, so that's 15 damage he'll deal to me. Resolve. So he deals 15 damage. None of that should be lifelink. sure what he can do from this point, so my turn. Okay, so I draw a land. I've got to light up the stage on top. So what I will do, I'm going to... I'll actually play that light up the stage, get the counter on Runaway Steamkin. Let us stomp the Midnight Reaper, which then gives me 4, 6, 9 damage on the ground. He's got 4 cards in his graveyard. So if he sacrifices that with Witch's Oven, he will deal 4 damage to me, so I'll go down to 1. But no, he's just going to sack that. It deals 1 damage to him. He draws a card. He won't be able to play it because if a Jeskai fires, and then so there we go. We win the first round of this matchup. So let's get into sideboarding to see what we can kind of tweak just to give us the edge against this guy. So we will need to be doing a lot more damage. So I see another Torbrand coming in here, and I'll put 3 Embereth Shield Breakers. What I'll do is I'll take out a Rimrock Knight and Slaying Fire. So what did he play? He had... I could take out a Slaying Fire. I'll also take a Bone Crusher Giant out just because they're a little bit on the slower side, and then a Rimrock Knight to take it down. And that should be an ample build for this deck, just to give us the best advantage going into this game number 2 and potentially 3 if we lose it, but I'm not sure. Okay, so he's finished sideboarding. I'm not sure what he could put in. Maybe he's got a Legion's End in the board. We have to be careful of this Mayhem Devil, because being a Witch's Oven, Rakdos kind of sacrifice, kind of big deck, we've got to be careful of it. See, this is nice. Scorch Bitter, Embereth, and Steamkin. So I'll Scorch Bitter, then Runaway Steamkin, and then I'll Embereth Shields Breaker and destroy a Witch's Oven in the same turn. Because by turn 3, I'd expect him to have a Witch's Oven out. He's got 4 of them in the deck, or at least he should do if he's got kind of... Okay, that's nice, him having a Fabled Passage. It just slows down his game. He can't play as much. You've actually kind of got to hope he has a couple of Fabled Passages actually, just to fully slow him down, because say he has a Cauldron's Familiar and a Witch's Oven at the same time, that is the awful combo. So there's a red mana, he might have a Bone Crusher Giant. There's black. Okay, so he's got his 2 mana this turn. So next turn he's going to potentially have a Bone Crusher Giant's ability, so I'll swing in first just to try and bait the ability, and then I'll play the Runaway Steamkin. There's no point in me kind of playing around it, but he'll probably just want to kill the Scorch Bitter. Black Paragon. See, now this is nice in this situation, because he's giving a lifelink and I can kill it. Because I don't want him gaining 3 life at this point in the game. Okay, there is the Mayhem Devil I said about earlier. So, I think it's just a case of getting out of Steamkin, and then no attacks. And then let's just wait. This is a sorcery speed, so if he does play out a... Okay, he's got Fires of Adventure, but he's also only got 2 cards left in hand, which could play to my advantage. Okay, let's see what happens. Alright, this is nice. Destroy target artifact. That is actually an enchantment, so I won't be able to destroy it. But what I can do is I can swing in with a Scorch Bitter, see if it blocks it with a Black Lance Paragon or the Mayhem Devil. If it's the Mayhem Devil, I can give it +2/+0. Okay, let's just end the turn there. He can only play 2 spells, so he shouldn't be able to target the Runaway Steamkin with 2 trigger abilities off the Mayhem Devil. Next turn I'll be able to swing in with Runaway Steamkin. Okay, so he's only got 1 playable card in hand, which is kind of nice for him because Fire's Invention limits him anyway to 2 cards. But if it's a Cavalier, say, he will be able to play it because he's got that 5 mana. We'll just have to see quite what he plays. If he plays the Cavalier of whatever... Okay, 1-2. Sacrifice any number, so he'll probably sacrifice... If I was him, I'd sacrifice maybe 2 lands, get 2 draws, and get 2 triggers off of Mayhem Devil. Killing this and this. It's not... This game is... That's kind of his ideal card at the moment. What I might also do in this situation is destroy Fire's Invention. He's only going to be able to get 1. Actually, that's probably not the best idea. Okay, so he's destroyed 2 lands. He'll have 2 triggers with Mayhem Devil, destroy Scorch Bitter and Rimrock Knight. It's a shame, but it's kind of got to be. He's got to do it. Pictures Oven as well. Alright. Okay. Here I am just. We'll destroy this. He might sacrifice God Eternal Bond to get the 2 foods. It goes forward from the top. He won't be able to play it unless he has 2 lands, but. And then also what we can do is we can swing in with. Yeah. That's like. I expect that from him. Like, that's a sensible play in this situation. No attacks, and we'll end the turn there. Last 2 attackers. He'll swing in with God Eternal Bone 2, sorry, not Ronus. Okay. Torbran. No attacks. So now we're kind of hoping to get into the Slaying Fire, Shocks, that kind of range. Maybe just Experiment Frenzy, actually. I'd probably prefer that. And hopefully, like last game, although we did win it, hopefully we won't. Lava Coil, Red Cat Melee. Okay, so he doesn't actually have to destroy land, it's just 4 damage. That's rough. So we kind of got to hope he just hits lands now. If I was him, I'd just keep swinging in with this Bontu. So I can trigger 1 Castle Ember at the moment. I need another land to be able to trigger the second. Hopefully he's got no good. Okay. I don't see why I keep hitting this many lands. See, I think there's kind of a glitch with the land system in Magic Arena, because I play 21 lands, so theoretically I should get maybe 1 in 3 cards, and I've had 6, 8. So I've had... So I've had 1 land for every card I've drawn, and that shouldn't happen. Yeah, destroy that and then off the trigger. Yeah, so I'm not going to be winning this game, so let's just concede. I'll have another rethink about sideboarding. I might add a few more Lava Coils in to deal with a Mayhem Devil. At least that's what I used to do. Let's build it up, and I'll take a Torbran back out, and I'll take 2. Like, the shield breakers in this matchup don't actually do all too much. Like, this should be the way I play it. And like, I've kind of just got to tweak because I haven't used this sideboard against this deck before. So it's just about kind of making changes, seeing how it feels, kind of just gauging pretty much. And that's the thing, I either get loads of lands or none. Okay, this is a nice hand. See, I've got to think here, what is feasibly possible? So, turn 1, I don't really want to get rid of a Torbran, but then the rest, Lava Coil to do with Mayhem Devil, Rimrock Knight for aggression. I've kind of got to... It's weird to get rid of your Torbrand, but I need to get the lands up there. I feel it's just kind of the right decision to make. I've got 2 draws to get a second land to be able to play the Acolyte of Flame. He gains a life, good for him. Okay, Steamkin. Now, next turn I'll be able to get 2 counters onto it to deal 3 points of damage. 5 points actually, because I'll have +2 +0'd it. Maybe I will... Okay, this is nice. So, let's give this +2 +0. It's nice. And now it's out of the range of a Shock or a Bone Crusher Giant ability. I haven't actually seen a Bone Crusher Giant from him, but it's always possible. You kind of just got to keep thinking and working through the possibilities. Mayhem Devil next turn, that would be an ideal play for me because I can just... Okay. Let's play Runaway Steamkin. Read 3 counters, play a Chandra, Acolyte of Flame. I'll Lava Coil this. Whenever it dies, it actually gets exiled, so we won't actually get the ability off of it. I can get the 2 red counters here, and then I can full swing. Next turn I can minus this guy to kill any of the creatures he plays. I don't see him. Maybe next turn his best... See, because he kind of needs to get to 4 mana, fires, and then another spell, and then at 5, that's when he can play, I think it's 5 mana for Bond 2 and the Cavalier. Mayhem Devil, that's nice, he can't really do any sacrificing unless he plays a land. Okay, he can get 1 sacrifice trigger, so he'll kill the Rimrock Knight. Next turn what I do is I minus this guy, get the Lava Coil, destroy him, then I get 2 counters off the Lava Coil, and he's kind of seen that and just quit, because he knows what I can do. Okay, and into game number 2 we go. This hand looks really nice. I can Scorch Bitter turn 1, then Runaway Steamkin, then I should have ample mana. Alright, Lovestruck Beast, that's nice. So let's just play Scorch Bitter. This should be quite a nice hand to play out actually. Runaway Steamkin, and then I'll have 3 mana, so it's a weird one. I'll shock his 1/1. I don't expect him to have an Edgewing Keeper because he would have played that turn 1 if he'd had it. He's actually doing all the work for me actually, which I'm very happy to let him do. Then play the Steamkin. No attacks. Next turn he'll get a Lovestruck Beast down. I don't think he has any. So he's drawn that, or else he would have played that last turn and played Shepherd of the Flock, because it doesn't make any sense for him to shock himself when he could have just played an untapped. So he's got all of his original cards. Lovestruck Beast is probably going to come down, but what's nice is I can just shock. Venerated Loxodon. Okay, that's a fair play from him. Okay, what I see myself doing here, however, is I will... Yes, so I will shock... I'll shock the Fervent Champion, and I will deal 2 damage to it, get the counters on Runaway Steamkin, and allowing me to swing in for 5 this turn. And it also brings me up into range of next turn. I can Rimrock Knight, probably Scorch Bitter, then I can play Torbrand and swing in. So this would be a 5 damage swing. It also deals 3 damage, so he'd be down to 8, taking 5. He can only block. I expect to attack with both of these. But he doesn't actually realise what he's just done. Okay, alright, that's a weird one. I'm baffled there as to quite why he chose that line of play. Read 3 counters, played Torbrand, and all's good in the world. Yeah, so he kind of sees now, but and now I'll be hitting for 5, but I'll block it. What's he looking at that for? So he's got another spell in hand. Maybe he's going to bounce it to hand with Shepherd of the Flock. Okay. So he can get another 1/1, and I'm not sure actually. He's dug himself into a kind of corner here. Maybe he's got March of the Multitudes, but even so, I would. Okay, Unbreakable Formation. No blocks. That takes me down to 8. So next to combat, I swing with this guy. Deals it. He's got to block it. That's fine by me. Then light up the stage comes through, and I will shock him for lethal. Now that's a nice game one. This could be quite a easy matchup, if I dare say it, with this deck. And because he's got a lot of small toughness creatures with the 1/1s from a Lockstar, the Shepherds, might also have fairies. I will add Tybalt Rakish Instigators in. I'll drop down on 1 Slaying Fire. It's a nice combat trick with Fervent Champion Slaying Fire to kill kill that green 5/5 which has Adventure. I can't remember the name. I'm sorry, guys. Drop a Rimrock Knight and maybe as good as it was, also dropping a Scorch Bitter, because he can just block it with one of his creatures and kill it easily, and I don't really want that to be happening, although it is the powerhouse of a deck, because Tybalts will probably be a lot more helpful to me than the Scorch Bitter would be itself. Okay, well it relies on too much land draw, and this is a much nicer hand. I'll get rid of Lava Coil because there's nothing which Lava Coil kills which Shock does not. So it'll be Scorch Bitter, Fervent Champion. And then next turn I'll shock his 1/1. Yeah, I'm not going to block it. Very Guide Mother, okay. Runaway Steam King comes down. No attacks. And then we could just go through the paces with a Steam King. Develop Decree, exile it. Okay, that's not what we like to see, but next turn I'll be able to. Okay, so he doesn't actually have a land. No blocks. He can hit me for free, I don't really mind that. Fervent Champion comes down. And then I'll just full swing. I hit him for free, and then next turn I can basically decide how I want to work it in terms of having the 2 shocks in hand. Response, shock, and shock. So that'll leave him with no 1/1s on the battlefield, so he can't actually swing with that creature. Put the Scorch Bitter down, and the Rimrock Knight. No attacks there. I'd be a pretty foolish person if I was to. I think I might actually have misplayed there. What I could have done is shocked one of his things, and the next turn I could have buffed the Fervent Champion. Okay, block there and block there. Okay, that's fine by me. Gets another 2 counters on it. Okay, he can swing in with 2 creatures next turn. So what I fancy myself doing is just full swinging with the boys. Up the boys. Okay, so he's on 7 life now. So next turn I swing in with the 2 Scorch Bitters. He'll have to. So I can deal 3 damage to him right now. Tap this, and then I'll swing with the Lockstar. Okay, that's fine. I can swing at him for a good deal. Especially now I've got this, which can buff all of my creatures. So 2 damage off the bat. Yeah, it's a guaranteed 2 damage from this guy next to blockers. You can block with that guy. I'll give all of my creatures +1/+0. And I am in for lethal. And see, this deck is just really easy to win with. So there was our game today. Managed to get ourselves to gold tier 3 after the end of the last standard season. I hope you guys enjoyed and found it informative. Please could you guys drop a like, it means so much to me at the moment, and maybe also if you really like my content, leave it a subscription. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.